Should you be chivalrous? Hey, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and today I'm just going to do this quick video just to answer a question that I got from one of my students. And that question is should you be chivalrous towards women, towards your dates? And I'm actually out in front of my house right now. The sun finally came out, so I thought I'd come out and shoot this real quick. Now, personally for me, the women that I tend to date, I generally choose women that have not been brainwashed by feminism. And the women that I date generally like a man to be a man, and they don't want to wear, they don't want to be the man, and they don't really care to be the man. They prefer me to do it. And women like that, if you're dating women like that, then you'll notice they like chivalry. They like it when you open the door for them. They like it when you pull out their chair for them. I like girls who are a little more traditional like that. I actually dated a feminist, believe it or not. One of the last girls I dated in San Francisco was actually a feminist. And she really didn't care for chivalry, right? She wasn't, obviously, because she's kind of been indoctrinated. So she didn't care for chivalry. So guess what? Never opened the door for her. Never pulled out her chair. I didn't do any of that stuff. I mean, the positive was she pretty much paid her own way. It was like, it was almost like going out with a friend, a friend who's hot, where she always paid her own way. She spoke her mind, and I eventually ended that relationship just because I couldn't deal with her outlook on life, which was pretty grim, for somebody that hot. And I couldn't even believe she was a feminist. She was more like a coffee shop feminist. But funny enough, she knew what I did. She knew I was a dating coach. She didn't care. I built attraction with her like I do with any woman. I built attraction the same way, and it worked on her too, even though she hates that fact. But with her in particular, I wasn't chivalrous because there would have been no point with her, right? But again, she's kind of like the exception where I don't really date girls like that. I just happened to meet her while I was out with some friends, and she was hot, and I did not think she was a feminist. And I actually was thinking to myself, I don't want to date this girl, but I wanted to give her an opportunity because she was kind of hot. So we went out. We actually had a good time together. I mean, it wasn't bad. We're still friends to this very day. It didn't end badly, but we're still friends. We talk every once in a while. But with her in particular, like I said, I wasn't chivalrous. But most of the girls I date, they do appreciate that. So I have no problem with that, and I don't mind doing it. It's not a big deal, and if you're dating a girl like that and you want to open the door for her, you want to open the car door for her and whatnot, and you just want to be a nice guy about it, do that, if she appreciates it. But if she doesn't and she takes advantage of it and she never says thank you, then obviously don't do it, right? She needs to appreciate you doing these things and understand that you're not doing them for your health, okay? So when you are chivalrous, she needs to say thank you. Because when it's not appreciated, don't do it. Okay, but obviously, if you're being chivalrous and opening her door and whatnot, and she never says thank you and she never does it in return, then maybe you're with the wrong person, because you shouldn't be dating girls like that. You should be dating girls who appreciate it, who value you, who value what you bring to the table, and not some selfish bitch who's taking advantage of you and making you put her on a high horse or a pedestal. Okay, it doesn't work that way. So that's a short answer to it. I am chivalrous with girls who appreciate it, girls who say thank you, girls who want that. The few girls that I've dated that are a little bit more into this third wave feminism, where they've been indoctrinated to a certain degree, maybe not all the way, but at least a little bit, where they're like, oh, you don't have to open my door or whatever. I don't do it. And generally, I don't date those girls very long anyway. So I'm like, okay, and in my head, I'm already taking off points, and I'm already like thinking in my head, like, okay, well, this isn't going to work out in the long run, because that's not really what I look for in a partner. Even if they don't even have to be a girlfriend, but just somebody that I'm dating that I'm going to be investing my time with, right? right? Somebody that, you know, could potentially get pregnant, and that I might potentially have to spend my life communicating with, you know, because we have a kid. So I'm very careful about that. That's it. That's my answer. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from the 33 Secrets. Gonna take a walk right now through the neighborhood, and I will see you in my next training video. Actually, I forgot one story I wanted to give you guys, funny one about Chivalry. Actually driving right now, but I was at a Subway and got my food from Subway, and there was this girl behind me. This was obviously in San Francisco, and she didn't appreciate Chivalry. So I see her coming behind me, like we're both exiting, right? And she's carrying like sandwiches. I guess they were for her coworkers as well. Sandwiches. She had like 4 drinks. Like she was like literally holding it like this. And I was in front of her, and as we were leaving, exiting, I held the door open for her, and she just looks at me, and I knew she was like either feminist or indoctrinated by feminism. So she goes, "Oh, you don't have to do that." You know, just kind of like bitchy. She was like, "You don't have to do that." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I let the door go. She didn't realize that there was no shock on that door, where it was like, it just literally slammed on her, and the drinks like just completely pushed up against her. The door, I mean, it just crushed the drinks on her. She had like Coke in there and some kind of strawberry soda. It just went all over. It just gave me the biggest laugh ever. It's probably a little dickhead of me, but I found it funny. But anyway, that's another story on Chivalry that you could ponder on, is when the girl doesn't want it, say fine, let that door go. Don't continue to hold it, right? Only be chivalrous towards girls who appreciate it and value it. I'm out.